We're going with the all purple, baby. Let's go, Horned Frogs.
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch.
Y'all gonna rain game, man. What we gonna do? What we gonna do?
Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe
terrible spin.
Yeah,
Terrible spin.
Much here, but you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On second down, wants to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The number one job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to
crazy thing is I was throwing that immediately
get
too.
on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you
I had
can,
the route I
as
wanted.
as possible on these quarterbacks.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Get off me. Get off me. Let's go, baby.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Dumps it off in the flat. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't
create
anything there.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw it again. Pulls it in. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Horned Frogs have their offense in
We're getting the third down a little bit too much.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On the move at the 30.
Dang it.
Good run there. He has enough for the
A lot
first
didn't
down.
engage enough.
First down, physicality.
Quick enough, I should say.
Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play.
Oh, he was right there. Oh, man, I threw that blind, too. I didn't know where anybody was. Couldn't see right there. That's crazy.
The Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
Put this in just in case.
Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the toss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
That's coding. That's a coding problem right there. He's playing the halfback and then pauses.
The way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
All right, we got away with some stuff on that play. I mean, that drive. Definitely got away with it. A couple things, so got to clean it up.
Through the end zone, they'll bring it out to the 25. Bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
At the 27.
All right. Well,
there we go. There we go.
Trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now on the option. The pitch. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
All right.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Boy, if he had another gear,
Biggins
would have been out of there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
What do I have in here? Oh, we'll stick with those.
Line getting set on second down. On the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to buy time. And not much going on now.
I was going to take a shot there with X, but he was doubled.
And this is why you don't want
I was
to get
going
these
to just
situations.
lob one up to him, but
I
didn't like it.
Playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football.
Underneath wasn't there, nothing was there. Fumble, man, fumble. Come on.
Give him any room to set up a big return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1, 2, 3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad
Rocket
spot.
toss.
You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
There we go.
I think David
Come on.
I'm
going to give him 4 on that.
Here to get this defense over
Let's
the field.
go, man. Lock in. What the heck?
Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, just
There you go.
plowing
Hit him.
ahead.
Put some wear and tear on that joker.
But he has this offense rolling with a first down. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Nah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
Looking to move it through the air. And he was
sir.
just as he released the pass.
We there.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Here comes the option. And a decent
Saved by the
gain
DT right there.
before the defense makes the stop.
Oh, shoot. God dang it. Didn't even wait to see what play was picked.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
And how nice is it to have a guy that can say, I'm just going to go get the first down.
Like, you know what?
I know I
We're
have
gonna keep
options.
that
I can
aggressive.
do X, Y, and Z, but I'm
We're
just
gonna
going to
stay
let me
aggressive.
run it, go get the first down, and give myself an extra set of downs.
The option look. After the
What
pickup
was
of
that?
9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the tailback.
Good play. Oh, come on.
The Huskers are
Tackling
stopped
Bird.
not before getting
He
it
was
past
there.
the sticks.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Jennings. And it is a
That Joker had him locked up and gave it up.
Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running back goes in motion. The run up the middle here.
Oh, come on, fellas.
And he takes it.
I forgot to pinch the line on that. That's my fault.
Nebraska. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also
That's
trying to tackle
bird.
another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he went
horrible.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch, called for and made. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David.
Put your head down, Bigham.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I have to move off my base a little bit sooner than I wanted to.
Start to get outside the pocket. I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack.
Pinto rolling left is terrible. Look at that throw.
As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end.
There you go.
They make the stop, but this
Get that, baby.
game does some damage, and they move the sticks
Do your
with
thing,
the first
sir.
down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Heaves it deep. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard
There we go.
line. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has
I like
the
it.
first down. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Good run, good run, good
You got to be able
run.
to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Running to the left. And he's loose, and he'll
There we
take
go.
it to the house.
There we go.
Touchdown, TCU.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think
Long drive right there. 20 o'clock. I like it. 7 plays there, but still, minute 40 taking off.
Got
Gotta get a stop here.
The Huskies always seem to get
Gotta get a stop.
Punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
There you go. Just tackle. That's what we need. Just tackle, baby.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Goes to the option. Oh,
Get there.
Football on the back edge. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking downfield to throw. Buys a little time. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
Oh my God.
Go down the right side.
This dude.
After picking up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark.
He was standing up there with 2 people right there, too, man. That's crazy.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run.
Oh.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down.
I missed that one.
They're going to bring out the chains to measure
He
this.
could have been gone.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4-quarter game.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short. Coming defense trying to rise up. They'll
God
run the
dang it.
option.
Oh.
Just broke the
Oh,
tackle
shoot.
and still on his feet.
Tried to shoot the
And
gap.
he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this
I had
football
some
game and hopefully go into the
dips
half
on the first drive, so he got him one on that one. We even now.
Point, no issue with the treacherous footing. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see
man, I hit X.
scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no...
Oh, he's going to try to get
Oh,
it
he
all
couldn't
here.
even get that out there.
And this is
Got to throw that one better than that, buddy.
Complete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest.
Definitely got to
Play
throw that
honest.
one better than that.
Just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to
Oh
take
my
the check
goodness,
down.
put it on his chest.
It's incomplete despite some serious
It's
arm
there.
strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in
Pinto
predictable
blowing it.
3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35.
Pinto blowing it right there, man. That sucks.
And here comes the Nebraska offense offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got
hang on, Tecklenburg. These jokers just don't be tackling, boy, I tell you.
And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the option.
Oh, we own it. Come on, baby.
Good awareness by the offense.
What?
You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Calls his own number.
Let's go.
Brought to the ground,
Oh, I thought that was a stop.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. The pass is in.
Got no animation on that.
There are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on second down. He'll take another shot here.
Come on. You got to be kidding me.
How about the bomb?
That joker. I forgot this safety slow. I can't be giving up ground like that.
Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need
That's
it.
crazy.
They gotta have it. And the defense just doesn't play great. Doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He steps out of
TCU
bounds,
just don't
but
have
he's
it,
got enough
that
for a first
speed.
down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something.
Running toward the
Oh.
Huge plays like that can change the
I
complexion
missed
of the
that.
game, and
That's
he's
on
got
me.
it at the
I read it
22-yard
perfectly.
line. And it looks
Just
as if
missed
they
on the
buzzed
dive.
down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Have a peek at it.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
What was the call they were overturning?
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Play it the other side.
It's great.
I was ready for it, though.
Step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Just sweet.
The give to the back.
There we go. Get in there, tackling bird. Do something. Shoot. What are we talking about here?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. On the option. Fights off a defender.
God dang.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets
Go for
5
bullying.
yards down to the 21.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. You can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
There we go.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Splits the uprights.
All right, bend but don't break.
And now the lead
Offense
is
just got to
even
come
bigger.
down here and do
And
something
let's
now.
check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's
I'm
happening
playing so
in
much
college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out.
Road to CFB, man. I ain't got my rhythm with Penn State right now.
Plays a fun brand of
This
football there in Harrisonburg,
playbook.
but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to
Why did my RPO run a streak?
Time left in this
The heck?
No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following
get
the
that.
football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage, and more importantly...
God dang, he threw that short. Got hit. Gonzalez, ain't no way he should walk away from you. Got hit, man. He was open, too.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away.
Good play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out.
Smoke it.
And he missed it. No good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus.
Still in a good spot.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he makes the catch at the 10. Touchdown!
All right. One more stop.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He has the first and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space. And really good job tossing on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
God dang it. Shouldn't have picked that yet.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield.
Gave me the wrong dude.
48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
I don't know why I can't see my screen.
Now on the move.
God, dog, got picked up.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I was there to cut
If
that
I'm
off,
building
too.
an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the option.
Aye.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made.
I mean,
the offense can run the football, and you can feature a guy like this that will get
didn't
more
beat a
yards
block.
that's blocked that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football. Like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch.
There we go.
You want to eat that clock, and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of thing.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, damn. I don't like that.
Using his feet.
Yes, sir. Send him back.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll immediately call timeout. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup.
He got that first.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd and California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time.
Get off me.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Why did he not cover him?
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
I thought cornerbacks weren't supposed to respond to the run commit.
And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can
I was literally in the coverage right there.
Get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy. And
I thought we were safe with that. With that play call.
Now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know
All right.
what's going to happen in
Gotta
college football.
score quick, get a stop.
James Madison is
Leave at
making
least
it look easy today.
2 minutes on the clock.
A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be
What's
keeping
going
an eye
on
on
with
it
my
for us.
screen not showing everything?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start.
He's going for
Ah, shoot.
And that ball
Put that
is
underneath.
He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds.
That was not
short
supposed to
off the
float
hands
like
on the
that.
pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the
God dang it,
situation
Pinto.
in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. The offense coughs it up.
Go, big fella.
He's running
Thick six. Can we get it? Can we get a thick six?
He's at the 20.
Thick six. The thick six.
The AT unit on the field.
Big fella. That was a run commit to the right. He knew the assignment.
Lining up to cover the kick after that.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. The thick six.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Those crack me up no matter what, man.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Oh, whoa.
Couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Dang, that was mine if he threw that.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Scrambling away. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Huge 4th quarter play.
He ain't
for
going
this
nowhere.
defense.
He ain't going nowhere, but we're going to run as far as we can.
What a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession, able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And he was hit.
That's 6 right there. We get that off that 6.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. They want to throw it. Gets it to the back. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders.
My bad. I thought my mic was open. Thought that was a fumble right there.
Drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. House it. Let's go.
They're finally able to bring him down.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes. They score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Touchdown, TCU. They put another score on the board as they try to.
That's a 4th quarter for you right there, man.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead.
Man, it's tough because our downfall is our run defense. So that's been killing us.
This game away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchdown.
I ain't got to throw now. This is my territory.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense
sends it downfield.
You got to be kidding me.
And he's got it inside the 25.
You got to be kidding me.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That is the ultimate grand.
In a 4?
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now,
there's no way. That safety is slow.
We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Here comes the option.
Oh my God, them jokers didn't hit nobody. Got Peter roll.
That kind of drive will boost your confidence one way.
Here we go with this freaking onside kick.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up.
Let's go, Nagy.
Kick to try to pull off this rally.
Got to be clutch right here, buddy.
They got it.
Yes, sir.
Just
leave it alone.
Right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ain't no timeouts, and that is a clock runner right there. Goodness gracious. Woo!
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
That defense, I can't believe that freaking streak right there. Got behind the 4. Safety just let them walk right by. That safety is a liability like a big dog. Bigum's 11 for 73, decent, but man, he just ain't got that. Crazy thing, I think he's actually like 90-something speed. 2 interceptions, those were bad. I was trying to do a little something. Pinto just wasn't, putting them where they needed to go. Longest run was 17, man, we just couldn't get anything popping. Gonzalez did good, excellent distribution right there. No drops, no sacks given up. Definitely got hit though. It was a throw out a sack on one of those interceptions. Caleb Hopper, balling, junior. 6 tackles for a loss, 0 sacks. Got 1 interception there at the end, which was clutch. Stenerud, excellent game there as well. We had 3 forced fumbles and only recovered 2. And had 1 touchdown, which was a thick 6. All right, man. Appreciate y'all joining. Catch you on the flip. GG's.